I'm gonna do 2 of the exact same trick, but I'm gonna do a different input. And I wanna see if you can notice the difference. All right, so there is the first one, a good old crook nollie heel. Nothing crazy, right? We pop onto the ledge, get into our crook. I will say I didn't do the whole pinch mechanic that we talked about in the last video. That's just too much for my brain right now. We near the end of the ledge and we pop out for the nollie heel. Okay, ingrain that, is that the right word? Keep that in your brain. And now for the second one. There it is. So here it is. We are rolling up to the ledge. We get into that crooked grind. Again, we didn't pinch it, same as the first one. And we go to nollie heel out. But did you notice anything different about the nollie heel? Let's get a little bit closer there. I'm trying to just like show it as much as I can. I'm trying to emphasize the nollie heel. This is where the new mechanic is. And nollie heel. Boom. One more time. Nollie heel. Okay. You see it? You see the difference or no? I've been messing with this for the past couple days now, and I discovered it, or I didn't discover it, but I was streaming with the homie Milky, what, like a week ago now, maybe? And he told me that someone told him about this low pop out of grind sort of hidden feature that we messed around with for a little bit, and it sort of blew my mind because I had no idea that it existed. Now, the thing that trips me out is I don't know if it's a feature or a glitch, but it's really good at what it does. It's definitely easier the higher of a drop. Well, okay. It's easier the higher of a drop you have. So something like this. Get into a front tail. Boom. The camera kind of tweaked out for a second, but we did it. You can see we get into our tail slide, we get out of it, and then we start the flip. I don't know what's going on with my toes going through my skateboard right now. It's buggy, which is why I don't even know if it's a feature. It really could be a glitch. But after we get out of the grind or the slide or whatever is when the actual flip initiates. And so like this one looked pretty, like it's supposed to be like a hidden realistic feature. This one didn't look great. Yeah, like that one was actually like the opposite of realistic. That's why like I don't know if it's part of the game or not. Like I don't know if it's a glitch or a feature. But that versus we will just do a regular front tail frontside flip. You can see the difference, right? Like I'm doing my best to demonstrate the difference here. We boom, big pop out of that front tail. The animation looks way better, but what if you don't want to pop 19 feet off the ground? You want to do how you would in real life, where it's like sometimes you're flipping lower than the obstacle itself. I'm gonna turn on my controller overlay here so you can see my little individual stickies. I really like doing it with like crooks and nose slides. See, that was not it. It's actually hard to do. It's a really precise, there it is. Woo! It's a really precise timing. I just think that out of crooks and nose slides, it really emphasizes, again, I'm trying to look past the animations because they're off. I'm really just talking about like the height of the board, the way the board flips, when it flips, out of a grind. Like that's the realistic part of it, especially on a down ledge like this. When you nollie heel out of a crook like that, it is shooting you into the ground. You're not gonna catch your nollie heel above the ledge unless you like, people can, but for the most part you are kind of kicking that board down, landing on it right as it touches the ground. I think that looked good. Again, versus this. Well, not versus that you have to be able to, oh, the error message is back. So if you look at my controller overlay, you can see the difference between the two. That's a crook nollie heel, super, I don't need to explain that one, you know how to do that for the most part. The feature utilizes the bump out mechanic. So you can see there, I think you can use either the B button or the left stick for directional pop outs. So again, if you look at my controller overlay, we're doing a crooked grind, and then we're holding that left stick left, and that pushes us out of the grind to the left. I think you can hold it to the right and we'll pop out. Yeah, it bumps us to the right of the ledge. You wouldn't do that on like a ledge like that though. So again, we go to crook, bump out to the left, and we look in the replay there. We get into the crook, and we're not popping out. Like if you're doing a nollie, you're gonna pop 4 times that height, you know? We're just pushing out to the left side of the ledge, which I love the bump out feature. Now to do that, you know what? I'm gonna call it the realistic grind flick out feature. I'm gonna coin that term. To initiate that, you wait for the bump out to happen. I think that was actually a pretty good one. You wait for the bump out to happen. So you can see we're not initiating a nollie heel flip straight out of the crook like you would normally. We're initiating that bump out animation to get us out of the ledge, right? Boom, we're bumped out. Right as it bumps out using that left stick. Then you do your flip trick animation. Yeah, that was actually a different one than usual. Bump, flip. And it sucks away all of the height of the nollie heel, which it's realistic. And again, like I'm not dumb. Like that one did look like it kind of ghost popped off of nothing. Like you still kind of got the nollie heel animation, even though you're popping off of thin air right there. Yeah, again, I'm not talking about necessarily the animation that looks real. I'm talking about the height of the flip trick out that's real, and how you can how there's two separate ways to do it. One feels realistic. So throughout this video, I'm do your best to kind of look past the jankiness of the animation. It wasn't terrible. The weird thing is it's not a late flip. You can do this. I do have late flips turned on, but you can turn off late flips and still do this mechanic. So it's not like you're doing a crook late flip out. It's not like that. I want to see if we can do it with like, let's try like a back tail shove or a back tail big spin. Because if you do that trick, you know, popping like the game kind of wants you to, that's not how you do the trick in real life. Like you are not gonna get into that ledge. Yeah, that's not how you do it. That trick in particular, you're not popping anything. You're just kind of scooping the tail of the board to bring the board around. And I'm curious. So let's see, I'm gonna do it in steps here. I gotta figure out which way to move my left stick. From that back tail, I should still hold. Yeah, okay. Again, I'm doing this for the first time myself. From the back tail, I hold the left stick left, and it bumps us out of that back tail. And then what I need to do is not that. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go for a big spin, so I need more body rotation there too. But already you can see the difference. How we get into the back tail, I initiate that shove, and see how low we are compared to the ledge. Like we are beneath the ledge, which is specifically how you do this trick in real life. Because again, you're just shoving that back foot to get the board to spin. Yeah, if I can like revert that last 90, that's like how I personally do that trick in real life. Let's see if I can get this here. Wrong trick. Oh, I'm still popping it. Yes! You see it? I got way too excited about that. Oh my god, look at homie doing mega bounce jump glitches in the background. That's funny. Back tail. Low big spin. Dude, yeah. Even with like the little revert slide, that was good. I think my pet peeve about this, again, feature, glitch, I don't know, is that it does still, like in real time, real speed, it's not terrible, but if you slow it down, it looks pretty late. Like there's a solid, what, quarter second between doing that pop out or bump out animation and then the rotation. Like if you could get it in one smooth motion, that'd be way better. Yeah, but I mean, for me, like I just enjoy battling a trick that I would in real life and trying to make it look as real as possible. And like if I pop too high, I'll redo it. If I flip the board too high, I'll redo it. And I'll keep redoing these tricks until I get them to look, you know, quote unquote realistic. And with that, what term did I coin? Low grind flip mechanic or something? With that new mechanic, you know, it's just another layer that I can, you know, work on, adding time spent trying realistic tricks. It's kind of similar to the whole pinch mechanic that I talked about in that video a couple days ago. Let's try it with a front crook because I'm better at that. Yeah, you can see there where it's like little subtleties, dude. Or it looks like we can get into the front crook normally, no pinch at all. But if you do I think it's down and left or up and left, or I forget what I did, on that left stick, you can really adjust your body weight and get that pinch that you would get in real life. And again, it's just like I don't know why I grabbed my board at the end there. So yeah, I mean, it's just another thing that like for people that don't care about realism and that's not their cup of tea, not the most interesting topic. But for someone like me, oh, I did not mean to do that. For someone like me, I really enjoy little stuff like that. But I really want to push my skill level here. And I want to try, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. Hold on. It's so overwhelming for my brain. I want to try to do a pinched crook to low nollie heel out on this ledge. So it's utilizing both of those sort of hidden mechanics. So I can't even get into a crook, dude. Let me just do the pinched crook first. Really? Let me double check the replay there. It is kind of a shorter ledge, so I got to do that left stick input right when I hit it. So we get in. Yeah, that's a pinched truck right there. But then from there, I have to move my left thumbstick to bump out. Right after I bump out, I have to initiate a nollie heel. I might need a longer ledge for this. I'll give it a couple tries, but I don't have the highest hopes. Okay, so we go boom. Okay. Yep, that's about how I feel. It's too much for my little brain. I need a longer ledge to give me some more time to think. Which that right there, because I know that it's doable on that ledge. Like if my if my fingers were better trained, if I had more skill, I could do it. And that kind of feels like realistic. It's like I literally, here, we can go back to this ledge. We'll do front crook, nollie flip out, I guess. It's like literally what was holding me back on that ledge that we were just at is a skill issue. Like that, being held back by a skill issue feels realistic. So here's what we do. We do front crook, we do pinch, we go the other way. Okay, and then we initiate the flip. I'm kind of doing it in like steps. So front, nope, I missed. That's a nose grind. We'll take it just for this. Yeah, I mean, that was it. I want to redo it because that was the nose grind on a crook. We pop up, we get in, and then I initiate the pinch. Right there, you can see the truck is fully angled. From there, I initiate the bump out and then the flip. That was it. Let's clean it up. So, that's not cleaner. So, pinch. Oh, that one was see, this is where timing comes in, and this is where I want to redo it. Even though I did it, I want to redo it to make it look better. Front crook, pinched right there, bumped out, and then the flip. And I flipped it way too late. Like, I think that's what bugged out the game. That's like that one, that's a session glitch too. Sometimes your ankles just tweak out. Oh, that's not good. All right, we're redoing that, but I got it down. Starting to make sense. Boom, that's supposed to be a front crook, and it wasn't. Pinch, oh, mega pinch, pop out. Nope. All right, so that one was too early, and it actually gave us the popping out animation. We need to do the in-between of those two, but it would help if I do a front crook. Front crook, pinch, bump out. I panicked, I forgot what to do. Crook. See, and then I pushed too far, because if you push too far on the left stick, it bumps you out. You gotta find the balance point for the pinch. My brain is firing on overdrive right now. Boom. I'm forgetting to do the nollie flip. There it is. That is literally the perfect one that I wanted. I kind of over-exaggerated the pinch. See, okay, I don't know if anyone's brain works the same way as mine, but I'm trying to explain this. It's literally like the tiniest details that can make or break realism, at least in my head, like my perception of realism, I guess, because at the end of the day, it's a video game. It's not real. For me, it's like how connected I feel, like my controls to what I see on screen. If that simulates what I feel in real life, that's realistic to me. So like right there, I feel like that's a good pinch, but I kept pinching. I kept going, and it brought us up a little bit, and that to me took away a little bit. I'm not gonna obsess over just the tiniest little details like that. We are pinched. I'm using that mechanic. I go for the bump out there, flip. That one didn't even give us that wonky of an animation. That one actually felt really, really good. Let's check this angle of it. Pinch, bump. Yeah, dude, that one was, That one felt more like a feature than a glitch. That was the first one that I was like, oh, this is a part of the game. The only thing is that I don't know. I don't know if it's part of the game. From this angle, it's pretty clear that I was overemphasizing the pinch mechanic, because my nose, my nose isn't even touching the top of the ledge, which like I guess that's a crooked grind, but barely. We have the truck pinch that I want, but like my nose isn't touching, so that takes away from the realism. So it's like all these little minute details. It's a matter of balancing and fine tuning. I could probably do this 20 different times before I get the one that I like. Very similar to real skateboarding. Hopefully, I'm very curious to edit this video, because I don't know if any of what I'm saying makes any actual sense, or if it's just, oh man, I forgot about true switch tray. There it is. Or if it's just like my brain being weird on certain things. If you're in the early access playtest, go try it out, because I swear it feels better than it looks. Let me get one more here. We're gonna do nose slide on this one. Nope. This one might be too tall. Like, I don't know if there's a height requirement. Like if you're too low to the ground, if it won't work. Damn, I'm going for nose slide, but it's like going over to blunt. That one's not doing anything. Oh, my spine, bro. Oh, I feel like that was pushing the limits of how low we can do it. We got into it and it just barely. Oh my God. Anyway, go mess around with it if you have access to the game, and let me know what you think. Let me know if I'm missing anything too, if there's more hidden realistic features. It's kind of funny, my opinions like shifted on the game, because dude, there's a lot of like little stuff like that I didn't really know or even, I guess, care about at first, honestly. But as I get more hours into the game, I have fun messing around with stuff like that. So thank you for watching. Catch you next video. Peace out.